what's up? I'm Liz, the Split City DIY, and I have a project I want to do that is a little different than what I normally do. But bear with me here. Or cat with me, maybe would be a more appropriate thing. If you've been watching a couple of my videos by now, you know that I love cats. I have two beautiful adopted little furry little beautiful kittens, and I just think they're really sweet animals. But about weeks ago, David Picciuto, who has a channel called Make Something, it's a very large channel, you've probably heard of it, he put out a video where he remade a woodworking project they did in high school that was this really cute cat with like a mouse hanging from its paw. So cute. I guess he'd given it to his mom and he was like redoing it and said it was a great project for Mother's Day, and hey, thanks for the reminder that Mother's Day is approaching. I was like, you know what? That is a really good Mother's Day gift because like mother, like daughter, my mom also loves cats. However, I don't do woodworking at the moment. I don't have the space or the means, but I do 3D printing. So I had an idea. David did put up the plans for sale on his site. I'll link it down in the description. And it has the cat template that he did, which by the way is like a perfect cat template. Like it's a beautiful profile of a cat head. Like it's wonderful. So I purchased those plans. What I'm gonna try to do is bring that template into Fusion 360, do just a simple extrude on either side, and then print it. Now, you're probably like, but a plastic cat, whatever, man. I'm gonna print it in wood fill. Oh yeah, if you are familiar with wood fill, it's basically PLA filament, which is the material that I primarily print in, with like bits of wood in it, basically. And then when it finishes printing, it's like you have a thing of wood, right? And you can sand it and stain it and everything you would do with normal, non-melted wood. And so I'm going to stain it. I've got some stain already, the pre-stain, and then this, I'm gonna try to go for like, it's called Mission Oak, kind of a darker wood. I think that'll be cool. And then he did the original version, and he also included the template for it, had a mouse hanging from the cat's paw, which is cute, but he also had one with a yarn ball. And I also love yarn, and so does my mom. She's a crocheter and everything, and she also knits. She does amazing stuff. She can whip out like an Afghan in literally like 2 days. It's insane. So I'm gonna use this fun yarn I have that actually came in Ada box. And so I'm gonna use this fun yarn to make a little yarn ball, and I think that these bright colors will complement the dark wood finish as well, so that'll be cool. So we're gonna take the cat template into Fusion 360, get it into a slicer, print it, sand it, stain it, and with any luck, we should have a fun little cat at the end with a yarn ball. All right, here is the cat model. A couple things. One, I should mention, this has been sanded with 220 grit Sandpaper. Sanding went really well. I couldn't be happier with how the modeling process went. Like, it just went really smoothly. I even included a hole there that will be for the future yarn ball. The printing itself went great. I have had really good luck with the wood filament so far. I did a little test model before this as well. It was actually a lucky cat because we got to keep the cat theme going. Am I right? And it printed really well. I really didn't have to change that many settings. Really, it was only temperature, and I printed at 85% speed on the proofs. I just dialed in manually, and it was fine. So pretty good. Also, I have to say, this feels like a piece of wood, and when you knock it, like, it really has that wood tone. Like, it's crazy. So a couple things. This was the bottom layer. As you can see, it was like very smooth. This is top layer. You can see there were like some inconsistencies, which on a normal print looks like a little bit over extrusion, basically. On a normal print, you'd be like kind of upset about it, but because this is supposed to kind of imitate wood, the fact that there are these lines here, that's actually going to look really nice, I think. Considering that this is like, it's melted plastic, right, with wood bits, like, it's insane that it looks like this, I think. I couldn't be happier with it. Like, even if I just left it like this, like, I'd be into it. So next up will be priming it and putting a stain on it. So this couldn't have come out better if I tried, I don't think. First of all, did not expect the stain to go on as good as it did. I think it actually looks like it's made out of wood. Like, a friendly reminder, this is 3D printed. This is melted plastic with wood bits in it. Like a garnish. It's like having a crouton on a salad, man. When you put a crouton on a salad, you don't get a loaf of bread. I'm just saying. Like, this is... Yeah, I mean, you can definitely tell, I'm sure, to the trained eye, and even my eye, to be honest. Like, there's some spots where the finish, like, you can tell I'm a noob with it. Unfortunately, I didn't get any footage of me applying the finish because it's been really rainy here recently, and you have to do the oil-based finish outside for proper ventilation and everything and to let it dry. So I basically, like, I had a window, I did it, and I let it dry. So unfortunately, I didn't get to film it. But I did get the finish on, which is, like, way more important. And then the yarn ball. It came out, like, real nice. However, have you ever tried to make a yarn ball with a cat? It's not great. Not ideal. Nevertheless, I persisted though, and here we are. I just used some E6000 glue to tack the yarn ball down just with like this thread right here. And then I have the yarn going up into the hole that was in the model, so I didn't have to drill anything. And then again, E6000 glue, I just put a little bit on the yarn and just kind of stuffed it in there, and here we go. I think that's a nice length from the cat. Because also, like, as I said, it's a gift from my mom. She also has cats. It's probably gonna go on a shelf. Don't want to tempt them too much with the low-hanging yarn, you know? But I'm thrilled with this. And I think this also opens the door for a lot more project ideas that I never thought were possible, using wood filaments and possibly branching in a little bit more into woodworking now that I've put stain on and it like looked good. As I mentioned in the sanding portion of the video, the fact that there were imperfections on the top layer worked to my advantage. And I think using a brush to apply it also helped with the texture to get it to be a little bit more pronounced. I was going on smoothly and following all the way through, and I kept going in the same direction to almost kind of emulate a wood grain. If I'd gone kind of circular or all over like la la la, then I don't think it would have looked the same. The way that the texture took the finish and how the brush applied it, I think really contributed to how it looks like wood. And also I think a darker finish helped as well. This is like oak, I think was the name of it. Classy looking. This is a classy cat. Big thanks to Dave Picciuto for having his plans available for sale. For now at least, I'm not going to put this model up because he has his plans for sale. I feel kind of scummy putting the cat model, which is the outline that he did, up for downloads. But you can totally buy his plans $5 USD. You can follow along what I did with Fusion 360 with the outline. You just bring it into Fusion 360. I ended up just using one of the outlines because I couldn't get them to line up exactly. Cut the portion of the paws off, extruded one side, reattached the paws, and there you go. That's all I did. You can follow along in that time lapse. Like, you could do it. It's super easy. I promise you. If you just have some basic Fusion 360 skills, you can totally do it. So support David, get the plans, Fusion 360 it up, boom, done. But that's gonna do it for this video. I love how this came out. I really do. I love it. And I hope my mom likes it. Moms like things you make, right? Right? But if you like this video, toss me a thumbs up, leave a question or comments down below. I'll have links into the description to David's plans, and also other applicable things like the stain I used and the wood filament and yada yada. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing for more content like this. Perhaps more woodsy projects in the works. Who knows? And until next time, this has been Blitz City DIY. Ooh.